The story behind what went down during the Week of Nightmares is a crazy one. The Week of Nightmares is the name given by kindred to the week in which the ancient vampire Zapatazura awoke and went on a hunger-fueled killing spree. Leading up to the Week of Nightmares, there was a Cold War going on between the kuei-jin of the Infinite Thunder's court, which were based out of Sri Lanka, and the vampire clan Ravnos of India. Well, in the late 1990s, this Cold War erupted into an all-out war, which pushed Clan Ravnos to begin mass embracing candidates, sending armies of neonates to be slaughtered by the kuei-jin. Well, these mass deaths caused a psychic backlash to reverberate up the lineages of Clan Ravnos, eventually waking the clan's sleeping 4th and 5th generation vampires, who then began to feed on the neonates themselves before joining the fight. But all of this war and bloodshed eventually resulted in the awakening of the clan's founder, Zapatazura himself, in June of 1999. Not only had Zapatazura been asleep for over a millennia, but they were an Antediluvian, meaning they were a 3rd generation vampire that was embraced prior to the Great Flood. And with all of the 2nd generation being dead, this makes Zapatazura not only one of the most powerful vampires in existence, but also one of the most powerful beings on Earth. When Zapatazura awoke in their clan's homeland of India, they devoured all of their nearby kindred within moments, and sent psychic ripples across the world and spirit realms. Mages, werewolves, changelings, and even wraiths in the underworld felt the awakening of such an ancient power. Even if they had no knowledge of what exactly it was, they knew in the core of their being that something extremely old and powerful walked the earth once more. Not only that, but anyone even vaguely touched by the supernatural felt on edge or suffered visions and nightmares. Zapatazura, then driven only by hunger, spent 2 days rampaging across India to Bangladesh, calling their children from all over the world to them. But on the 3rd day was attacked by 3 of the most powerful kuei-jin in existence and their allies. The vampires of Clan Ravnos all have a power passed down to them from said progenitor to create vivid illusions. As the battle raged between Zapatazura and the kuei-jin, the vampires of Clan Ravnos' illusions grew stronger, more horrific, and impossible to control. All of this supernatural activity did not go unnoticed by the mages of the technocracy. Having no faith in the supernatural forces present at the battle being able to stop Zapatazura's bloodthirsty rampage, they decided to use orbital mirrors to focus the power of the sun on the conflict, but were unsuccessful in doing any damage because the kuei-jin and their allies had called forth a supernatural storm to shield them from sunlight while they battled the Antediluvian. This is when the powerful kuei-jin started to fall, having made no dent in the godlike being. Seeing this, the technocracy then decided that their best bet was to employ their magically supercharged neutron bombs. 3 of these souped-up nukes were dropped, killing all of Zapatazura's combatants, including the ones controlling the storm. But Zapatazura was still standing. Hallucinations of pain radiated from them like the vibrating inner light of a migraine. They had survived the wrath of 3 of the most powerful kuei-jin in existence and a bath of nuclear fire, but had been weakened enough that as the clouds parted, the focused sunlight from the Technomancer's orbital mirrors finally destroyed them. Though the godlike being's final death was not the end to the Week of Nightmares. At the instant Zapatazura died, they set off a psychic bomb within their own clan, resulting in every single member of Clan Ravnos feeling an uncontrollable bloodlust, compelled to destroy or consume other members of their clan. This madness lasted for 4 days, with only around 100 of Clan Ravnos surviving the effects. And those 100 may have survived the mad bloodlust imposed by their progenitor's death, but the clan is now a cursed one. The sun's fire that incinerated their founder now rages through the blood of the clan, erupting from their very flesh if they ever settle down for too long. The events of the Week of Nightmares ended up being covered up by all parties involved, explained away as a combination of an out-of-season typhoon and a mid-level military altercation between India and Bangladesh. But a huge chunk of territory stretching from Calcutta to Dhaka was almost entirely depopulated. The nukes that were set off even caused the barrier in the area between physical reality and the spirit world to effectively vanish for a time. This caused destructive umbral storms and rage-filled ghosts and spirits to plague the region for several months after the Great Vampire's death. Most outsiders to the events were only aware of the fact that Clan Ravnos members spontaneously developed incredible powers for about a week and then attacked and devoured each other.